Hello and welcome to how to add or create an assignment rubric in Canvas. So rubrics are really important for both students and instructors. For students, it gives another way to view the instructions and to see what the instructor requires for an assignment before creating or submitting their assignment, so that they can use it as a sort of self-check before submitting. On the instructor side, rubrics can be really helpful in speeding along the grading process. Although it may take a little while to set up a rubric, once you use it and attach it to your assignment, it can make grading, especially when you have repeat comments, make grading overall for your class go much faster. So let's look into an assignment and see how we can add a rubric to it. All right, here we are in assignment or a template assignment here within a Canvas course. So this is the end of our assignment instructions. Down here, just underneath everyone, is a button that says plus rubric. We're going to click there, and this will launch the beginning of a new rubric. Or if you have a rubric that you've previously used in this course or another course, you can click Find a Rubric next to the magnifying glass. Within here, you can see all of the courses that you are a part of, including any sandboxes. From there, in this next column, you'll be able to see all of the rubrics associated with the specific course that's highlighted to the left. You will then see a snapshot of the rubric. Please keep in mind this is not the entire rubric, and you will not be able to see all of the details within each of the criteria. Once you find a rubric you'd like to use, we're going to scroll down till we see the button that says use this rubric. So we can click that button and it will bring in that rubric, whatever is there, and now attach it to that assignment. So if we like that rubric and that's really the one we want, great, ready to go. We have the different criteria. Did you meet all the requirements for the initial post? Did you meet all requirements for the replies? And did you submit on time, right? So for example, this rubric is worth 20 points and each section is broken down versus an excellent job, an almost there, and a not yet or missing. Within each of these boxes, we kind of see a great example of how detailed a rubric can be to facilitate your grading. So see, great job meeting all the requirements. Discussion boards are an important way to interact with your peers. Versus met some requirements, but not all. And then some suggestions on how to improve for the next time. You don't necessarily need this much information in each box, but there should be some kind of description for each one. You can always add in specific comments for specific students within the rubric as well once you're in SpeedGrader. We'll pretend that this is not the rubric that we wanted for this assignment. So we'll click the little trash can to delete the rubric here. A pop-up will come up asking, are we sure we want to delete this rubric? We are not deleting the rubric in general. We are only deleting it off of this assignment. Okay, essentially removing it from the assignment. Yes, we want to get rid of that. And then we are going to create a new rubric. Once we have our new rubric set up here, we're going to give it a title. Here we can call this is a template assignment, so we'll call it template rubric for now until we can find a better name for it. In order to change the description of the criteria on here, click in the box or click the pencil icon to get this pop-up box here where you'll add the description. Or we could make it a little more specific for this assignment. For example, we could put peer-reviewed sources in MLA format. All right, if we want to give a longer description of exactly what is that, or more information about peer review sources, you could add something or you could just leave that part blank. Once we're ready to save that, we'll click Update Criterion, and then that's what's going to be included here. Whatever points you make for that row to be worth, it will automatically adjust within the ratings columns as well. So if we replace that 5 with the 3, click off, we'll see that the points automatically adjusted. The same would happen if we wanted a middle ground. So if we wanted to say almost there and get students included two, two peer reviewed sources or 3 incomplete sources, and then update rating. And then here we see the almost there just under the 2 points, and then a description of what exactly does that mean underneath. And then we can always edit these other rules. Try to use student-friendly language within these rating titles. For example, thank you for including 3 reviewed sources in MLA format. We'll click update and then the boxes will automatically come here. Instead of no marks, personally, I prefer other suggestions, maybe not yet improvement suggested, or not yet missing, just to kind of hold that whole column's worth, description, or maybe a suggestion on how to improve for next time. In order to add another criterion here, so student included 3 peer-reviewed sources in MLA format. If we want another criterion, click new criterion and add it. We can continue here with the requirements used. And then if we wanted to add the long description, such as 1-inch margins, double space, 12-point font, easily read font, such as Times New Roman or Arial, or whatever font you'd like them to use, click create and it will add it here. And then you can continue on to add in the points and the descriptions for each one. Once you're all done, I would suggest to click the box here for use this rubric for assignment grading. That way you can easily click. Maybe a student was almost there for peer-reviewed sources, but did a great job making sure the paper was formatted correctly. And then it will total up your points for you. So then we'll click create rubric. Here it's warning us our rubric is worth 8 points, but within the assignment details itself is at 0. So we can either change it so it's the same, they will both be 8 points, or we can leave it different. It's always a good idea to make sure that those match. That way students are can be very clear about how many points that assignment is worth. If you need to add anything extra to it, you can always click the pencil icon and edit that rubric. All right, I hope you found this helpful.